Hello and welcome to Web Design for Small Business. In this introduction video, I will explain to you who I am, why I'm doing this, and what this tutorial will and will not accomplish for you. So first of all, my name is Brian Paris. I have worked developing websites since the 90s. I worked in IT for quite some time, and afterwards I found that just being yelled at all the time for things that weren't my fault just wasn't working for me. So I did kind of a 180 in my life and I became a massage therapist. Working as a massage therapist was really rewarding, but with an IT background, I came quickly to realize that the software that we use just really isn't up to snuff, and I've since then kind of returned to my programming roots, designing software for managing clinics. Now, during this time of the COVID-19 pandemic, I, like many other small businesses, are forcibly closed and isolated, which is a really bad thing financially, but it does mean that people have a lot more spare time on their hands. That said, governments around the world have been reaching out to people with anything that they can do to help. And the one thing that I know I can do is help people with websites. Right now, really one of the only way that small businesses can really stay alive is through online sales. And that's really hard if you don't even have a website. Now, one fortunate aspect of having to work from home is we have an abundance of time, and we can use this time productively to learn new skills. And the new skill I would like to teach you is how to design your own website. Now, hopefully through this tutorial video series, you'll not only be able to create a website, but actually fully understand how websites work so that you can update and manage it yourself without needing to hire any kind of outside staff. One of the biggest problems of small businesses that have websites is you're either using some kind of really cheap cookie cutter site, and there's a lot of downsides to that, and I'll go through that later throughout the series, or you're hiring somebody to create it for you, but then whenever you need anything changed, you're unable to actually make those changes. And again, you're expected to pay costs to have that done for you. So it is a great money saver if you can do all this yourself. So hopefully through the series, that's what you're going to accomplish. Now, if you're the type of person who wants to learn how to create a website for yourself from scratch, this is the series for you. If you're just looking for some way to quickly paste together a site cheaply, easily, this isn't the site, or this isn't the video series for you. I'll be going right into the nitty-gritty of the coding, and if that seems like it's going to be too much effort for you, there are other things you can do. But if you're still here, great. There are going to be a few prerequisites, and there are some costs associated with this. So, very first thing, I'm going to assume that you have a small business, that business name is registered. These are things that you would really need to do before you look at getting a website. That said, you're going to need a domain name. Along with that domain name, you will also need a web host, or basically a server on which the website is hosted. Now, if you don't have either of these things, that's fine. We'll go over how to do it. But those two things are your major cost. And they can cost anywhere between $100 and $200 per year, and there's just no way of getting around that. In the next part of the series, I will go more into the details of what a web server is, what a domain name is, and how you get those. But for now, my name is Brian, and I will see you in the next video.